Yo, guys, are we live, by the way? What is going on? What is going on, people? Let me double check this because I'm having a nightmare today. We're here. Okay, good. Welcome back, guys, of a live stream. We're here, another Arsenal transfer news update show. We're talking all the latest Arsenal transfer news. The main story today, Mikel Moreno has agreed personal terms to join Arsenal. We'll be talking about Julian Alvarez as well. We'll be talking about Eddie Nketiah staying. And we're also talking about Arsenal's striker situation as well. Everything we're going to be going through today. Big up everyone, guys. I'm back, obviously, on YouTube. Been a week, but we're back live streaming. So make sure you guys get like buttons up, leave your thoughts down below, and let's get right into the news today.
Welcome back, guys, to another Arsenal transfer news show.
Declan Rice has officially signed for Arsenal.
Plays in before the start of the season, pretty. They'll get done before the start.
So, guys, big up everyone inside as always. Leave your thoughts down below. We are back. Yes, I was on holiday for a week. I went to France for a whole week, guys. Really good, of course. I had to recharge, but now we're back and we ain't stopping anymore now. So, yeah, we're back. I've got a little new setup as well. I've got this new chair, but I'm moving house as well, guys. So this whole thing is going to change in about 2 weeks as well. But anyway, big up everyone inside as always. You lot of real ones. Thank you so much for tuning in as always. We're on the road to 8K subscribers, guys. We're about, I think, 40 subs away now from hitting 8,000. So big up everyone for the continued support as well. And big up everyone inside early on as well. We've got my guy Guna Gathering. Big up to Guna Gathering. Hope you're well, my man. Big up Arsenal Way as well. Arsenal Way, big up yourself, bro. Good afternoon to you. Big up my guy Moss. Good to see you, Moss, as well. The whole Breeze tour. Yeah, man. The whole Breeze tour, exactly. Big up Malina K as well. Hope you're well. Afternoon to you. Yeah, there was lots of Olympics. It's big over there, man, because obviously they're the host. But I was down in the south part. I was where, Toulouse, it was near Toulouse. I was down there. So yeah, obviously it was nowhere near Paris. It's always in it. So it was I was near the Spanish border, in fact. So that's why the weather was about 30 degrees out there as well. But yeah, no, it's still big over there, man. I watched 100 meters. I know it's kind of a complete topic, yeah. I was watching 100 meters. I saw that USA guy won, didn't he? Yeah, big up to him, man. But yeah, big up my guy Max in the chat as well. Yeah, of course you can, bro. Of course you can. You're always welcome, bro. I'll drop the link very shortly. I'm going to go through the news and then in about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I'll drop the link so anyone come on and have their say as always as well. Eustachio, yeah, baller, man. Absolutely baller. But guys, get your thoughts and big up my guy Rory. His bro copying my setup. Yes, bro. Come on. It's saying like this 1 week, and then because I'm moving house as well, so I just smashed my bed down and everything. That's why I'm able to get the chair in. But big up my guy Bailey as well. Hope you're well, Bailey. Good to see you guys. But big up everyone in the chat, man. Let's get into the main story today about Mikel Moreno. Where are we? Because we've actually got quite a lot to catch up on, guys. So obviously I've not done a live in quite a while. I need to get used to all this stuff again, man. Here we go. Right, let's share this. Mikel Moreno to Arsenal, people. So Mikel Moreno has agreed to join Arsenal. He's no longer negotiating with the Spanish clubs, despite having possibilities with Atletico Madrid and Barcelona. Moreno wants to go Arsenal and work under Mikel Arteta, and this is coming by the main man himself. Here we go, Fabrizio Romano. So obviously Moreno's agreed the personal terms to sign with Arsenal now, guys. That is not going to be an issue. Now the whole fee, I think, is around 30 million euros that we're going to be getting for him, which is not a bad fee if we're being honest with it. I think it's 20, it's in the 22, 23 million I could be wrong, but it's 30 mil euros. I think is a decent fee. You know, if a player like this, who everyone's saying, you know, who look, I'm going to go full name, but everyone's saying he's going to come in and be, you know, the Granit Xhaka replacement. Because I do agree. Like, I can't believe I'm saying this as well. Xhaka was so good that season. You know, he had that fantastic season, and I know what happened before. But that season where he was in the title race the first time, he was influential for the way how he played, and the way big reason why, you know, we were in a title race because of Granit Xhaka that season. And I feel like we've not really properly replaced Granit Xhaka. You know, I think you got to look at, you know, the likes of last season where Arteta thought Havertz could do that job. You know, he played Havertz in there, left centre mid, and it didn't really work out. He moved into the centre forward. It worked really well. He tried playing. I remember this. That's what I'm saying. I don't think we had an actual proper left centre mid last season, number 8 last season. If you think about it, because he played Havertz there start of the season, didn't work out. Too inconsistent there. Clearly wasn't comfortable playing there. He tried Trossard a few times. I remember against Brentford away, he put Trossard in there. You know, and you know, he's trying players like that, and then eventually he put Declan Rice in number 8. When we brought in obviously Partey, and we had the 3 in the midfield of Partey, Rice, and Odegaard, and Declan Rice looked fantastic in number 8. You know, we're thinking, wow, you know, this new position for Declan Rice, he's more advanced. You know, he's able to have a lot more offense to his game. I think he can play both roles perfectly. But yeah, I feel like Declan Rice looked probably was the best option to go with last season in that number 8 role. He was fantastic in there. So that's what I'm saying. I don't think we've actually had a proper, since Granit Xhaka, a number 8. And when we have a number 8 there as well, guys, you got to think how much it benefited Martinelli. I think Max put in the chat as well. You know, while Martinelli was struggling last season, not, and it's a good point because because of that left back was changing week in, week out. We had about 3 left backs. 1 week it was Kivior, then it was Tomiyasu, then it was Zinchenko, obviously, because we kept rotating the left back. That didn't help him either. Yeah, Saka had Ben White week in, week out. Ben White overlapped. Ben White was helping, obviously, give him another option there, which obviously helped Saka out, right? But when we had, obviously, you kept changing the left backs, and then we didn't have an actual proper number 8. But when we had Granit Xhaka there, you saw how good Martinelli was when we actually have a left centre mid there, who's actual. You know, that's his actual position. So I feel like Moreno comes in. I think the way how he plays as well is, physical type player. He's always going to have the technical ability. I think all Spanish midfielders, all Spanish ballers have something technical about them, of course. Obviously, as I said, I've not sat here and watched Real Sociedad, week in, week out. I don't watch La Liga too often unless it's Barca, Real Madrid, if it's El Clasico, sometimes Atletico Madrid. Obviously, we saw this guy in the Euros, a part in the Euros when he came off the bench and he obviously scored that goal against Germany. And yeah, look, he looks decent. I understand why people were saying this guy could be that sort of, Granit Xhaka replacement. You got to look on the age side of things as well. We're getting a player who's more older now. He has like a little bit of experience. I think he's 28, 29, if I'm not wrong. He's actually been in Premier League before. This guy's actually playing at Newcastle, if you guys do remember. I think he had 1 season there. I think he played about 20 something game. No, it wasn't. I think he made about 28 appearances and he got a goal, got an assist. I don't think he really lit up the Premier League, but people could have that argument. He was younger, he was, it doesn't work out in Newcastle. Fair enough. He's been in La Liga now, playing week in, week out for Sociedad, and looking like this is the midfielder that Arsenal are going to go for is Mikel Moreno. So yeah, I mean, if you look at it, sort of deflects away how we're going from the whole signing these. What do they call it? Like these project youth players, right? And the players with the potential and signing these more younger players. And we're going with the more experience. This guy's 28 now. I think Partey's, I think, is a year older or 2 years older than him. I've always said, like, in my opinion, the best midfield with Arsenal, when fully fit, is Partey, Rice, and Odegaard. I think that's Arsenal's best midfield. When them in the three, I think we saw that towards the end of last season, how well that worked last season. I've always said that's our best midfield, but the issue is we cannot sit there and unfortunately rely on Thomas Partey week in, week out, because he's been injured week in, week out. He's been injured season on season. Ever since he's been at Arsenal, he picks up an injury every single season. So you just can't really rely on that. So Mikel Moreno, I don't think it's a bad signing whatsoever. I think it's a decent signing. I think, it's a decent price tag as well. 30 million euros for this guy. Going to come in as players number 8 as well. This is my honest opinion. When I'm watching Arsenal, I've always loved to see Declan Rice number 8. Yeah, Declan Rice, I loved it when he was playing number 8 last season. I loved it when Partey was, alongside him, and then you had Odegaard there as well. I love that as a midfield. But it'll most likely be Rice in the 6. Moreno obviously will play in the 8, as we know, and obviously Odegaard in there. So yeah, we're gonna get in this midfield up. Personal terms not an issue, guys. There's many Spanish clubs, so you look at that as well. The guys obviously chose Arsenal over Barcelona. He chose Arsenal over Atletico Madrid. Like, that's Spanish, obviously born in Spain. Been in Sociedad. He's probably played La Liga for many, many years now, and he's chosen Arsenal. Of course, he wants to come back to the Premier League, but he wants a bit of redemption, because it didn't really work out for him at Newcastle too well. So he's coming over to us, and yeah, all we're waiting to do now is sort out the fee. This will be another signing, guys. But guys, get your thoughts down below. Let me go for everyone's comments, man. We got everyone inside. Make sure you guys hit like buttons up. If you're new, make sure you do subscribe as well. We've got a few other stories to go through as well. We're going to be talking about Arsenal striker situation, so stay tuned for that as well, people. Arsenal striker situation. We're talking about Julian Alvarez. We're talking about Isaac coming up as well. And we'll talk about Eddie Nketiah, guys, as well. We're talking about Eddie Nketiah staying at Arsenal. Eddie Nketiah is apparently set to stay at Arsenal Football Club. So get you guys' thoughts in about that. But let's talk about Mikel Moreno very quickly, guys. Big up Guna Gavin in the chat. Best wishes, Josh. Big up to you, my guy. Of course, Lee and Posh. Absolute legends they are, guys. Make sure you go over to their channel, give them a sub. Hope you guys are well. Big up Arsenal way as well. Good afternoon to you, mate. Hope you're well, bro. Moreno's a perfect Xhaka replacement. There we go. What I've seen of him, which is obviously not a lot. What I've seen of him is, he has those attributes. I think. I think what I've noticed about him more is he's a more physical type player. He's obviously got that technical ability about him. And look, perfect Xhaka replacement. We will see. It's good signs, I think, but we will see what happens, man. What I will say is we've been needing one for sure. So let's hope he is. Big up my guy Moss back again. Where'd you go? Holbridge store. Big up Holbridge. Yeah, I was at south of France, Moss, for a week. It was nice. But now we're back in UK. You know what? UK's weather is actually not that bad today. For the whole week, it's been like over 20 degrees, which is surprising. Big up to you, Melina K. Afternoon to you. Hope you're well. Big up my guy Max as well. Big up my bro Plasma. Yes, we're back again, bro. We're back again. The TG is back. Yes. Big up yourself, Plasma, my guy. I hope you're well. Marseille is cooking down there. De Zerbi, Greenwood, Ismail Kone, Cornelius, Makawoko, a talent guy on loan, Eddie go, I'm guessing. Yeah, Eddie's staying, man. Yeah, Marseille cooking with De Zerbi. Plasma says, I'm sure Moreno could fit that Xhaka role just how we need him to. I really hope so, man. I really hope so. Real Sociedad 30 million euros, and Mikel is waiting for Arsenal to make a bid, which should come through soon, guys. Oh yeah, you got the Olympic semi-finals. I might do Spain Morocco. Big up my guy Arsenal for life. Josh, what's up? Big up to you, bro. I'm good, man. Hope you're well, man. Hope you're well. We didn't have a proper left back either. Says Max. No wonder Martin was struggling. Facts, bro. We kept having to rotate the left back last season. 1 week it was Kivior, Tomiyasu, then it was Zinchenko, and it just wasn't helping Martinelli whatsoever, was it? But with having Moreno in there now in the number 8 role, having Calafiori or Timber, most likely Calafiori, but having Calafiori as a left back as well, we're going to see the best of Martinelli, I believe, next season as well. Because Calafiori will actually go, because Zinchenko loves to do the inverted stuff. I think Calafiori will invert because that's what Arteta likes to do. But again, defensively, we ain't got to worry about that, left back area anymore when we got Calafiori there now. So yeah, I agree, bro. Declan Rice is better as a 6 and an 8. I want Moreno at 8 because it gives fluidity to attack. Yeah, I do hear that, bro. I think Rice can do both jobs really well. I think he can play 6 and 8, brilliantly. I would love him as an 8 personally, but again, 6 is 6. That's his Declan Rice, But I think he can do both. Honestly, I think he can do both. You see, everyone's in the same boat saying Moreno is a perfect replacement for Xhaka. That's what everyone's saying. That's what I've heard. So yeah, let's hope so, man. I'm not gonna get ahead of myself yet, but not Arsenal related, but thoughts and prayers. Big up my guy Wookie, by the way, my bro. Hope you've been well. Thoughts and prayers to Jordan from going from Icelandic dentist to Steve McLaren. Yeah, Wally with the Broly. Yeah, there we go. He's gone from Iceland, Jamaica football. Well, yeah, the Jamaican Football Federation and the Jamaica football and Jordan's country when it comes to football is finished. They're completely finished. Steve McLaren is their manager now. Yeah, there's gonna get Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I don't think it would have been too bad, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I don't know what he did at Man United, but at an international level, who knows? But Steve McLaren. Jordan must be hiding right now. That's why I've not seen him in my chat. Josh, mate, you're speaking facts. Big up to you, bro. Big up to you. Big up my guy Tom. Tom, I bet you're buzzing. Yeah, if you guys don't know, this guy is Eddie Nketiah's biggest fan. Yeah, this guy's a massive fan of Eddie Nketiah. But he's staying apparently, Tom. Yeah, he's staying. Yeah, Eddie Nketiah is staying. Josh moving house stream's going to be running on the 4G. You already know, bro. The 4G hotspot. Yeah, like we did when we went for the whole year at the start of the Euros, the 4G. Fair enough, my actual 4G is better than my actual Wi-Fi. May that make sense. It's crazy. Rice is a 6, says Moss. Mikel seems to know that too, with Moreno and Reeds maybe coming in. Yeah, look, of course he is, but I'm just saying, like, when he played an 8, he looked really, really good last season. In my opinion, I think he looked fantastic last season as an 8. But yeah, we know he's going to play 6 next season. Big up Taki, bro. No worries, bro. No worries at all. Yes, my bro Drew. Big up to Drew, bro. Absolute real one. Thank you very much, man. Big up yourself, Drew. Absolute real one, man. Great to see you. Hope you've been keeping well. And thank you for that, man. We saw how good Zinni was when Xhaka was there too. It's not surprising Zinni's having a poor season. Britannia gone to madness. Take care over there, people. Rice, Moreno, Odegaard will be the best midfield trio in the league. Big up my guy DWTT. Big up to you, my bro. Hope you're well, man. Mikel, Zubamendi, Odegaard, and Isak all used to play in the same league. Yeah, they did, bro. They all played for the same team as well. They all played for, obviously, Sociedad. We saw Moreno. And funny enough, I've seen a lot of Arsenal fans bring this up as well with Moreno and Odegaard. When they played with each other, they had a very good partnership there. That season, 2020, I think. 2019, I think, or 2020. It could even be 2021. I can't remember what season. It's in that time period, yeah. But obviously, Odegaard was there with Moreno, and they played very well with each other. This guy also is really tall, not just Arsenal, but Set Piece FC. Yeah, bro, we're gonna have the Set Piece FC back again, Plasma, next season, hopefully. The Set Piece FC. What's the guy's name? Nicholas Jova back again, masterclass, hopefully. This is going to boost our left sides, and will replace Xhaka's absence. Talk about Calafiori and Timber's training absence. You think is an injury concern? Nah, I think they're fine. I saw pictures today, Morgan. Big up yourself, Morgan, by the way. Hope you're well, my guy. Big up yourself, Morgan. Great to see you, bro. But I saw pictures today. I think they're both in training. I think they've both been pictured in training. So I think that we'll both see them play against Leverkusen, of course, on Wednesday night. So don't think there's any injury concern. Obviously, Calafiori came in, didn't play against Liverpool. So I think he's fine completely. But I've seen pictures today of them both in training. So I think this is all good there, Morgan, bro. Nothing to worry about there in terms of injury concerns. I hope not, at least. But yeah, big up to you, my bro. Yes, Josh, bro, I'm on holiday now till Friday. Where you going, man? Let me know. But yeah, I hope you enjoy it, Jack, bro. Big up yourself. Great to see you as well, my guy. I'm not really a fan of Partey. He's had a few good games here and there, and here and there. And apart from the injury, he hasn't really done it for me at the club. Look, it's you know, fair enough. It's a fair point there. That's the thing with Partey, Drew. Yeah, is his injuries. Like he gets injured every single season with Arsenal. I think he's, in my opinion, I think when he's fully fit, he's fantastic. But when it comes to him being available, it's not enough. And I look at his track record at Atletico Madrid. He missed about 7 games in about 8 seasons at Atletico Madrid. And he's playing majority of all those seasons week in, week out for Atletico Madrid. And then he comes to Arsenal, he gets injured week in, week out. It's crazy. But that's the thing that lets him down. How many players do we say that about Arsenal as well, Drew? It's crazy. Welcome to Mikel Moreno. Yeah, very close. Big up to you, Karamara Trials. Big up to you. Yeah, it's close. He's accepted personal terms. That's no issue. He wants to come to Arsenal. All they got to do now is agree the fee, and then we'll be signing. Obviously another player. We got my guy Stan Kroenke. Stan Kroenke. Why'd you change your name, bro? This guy was named Stan Kroenke. He's a big fan of Stan Kroenke, and he changed his name to One Santiago. And he always asks me the same question every single stream. He asks me this every single stream, man. Literally, it's crazy. But yeah, not accepting 27 mil. Not accepting 27 mil. Seed Eddie's to stay at the club. Yeah, apparently so. Drew, bro. Apparently he's staying at Arsenal. Marseille don't want him anymore. I'm going to get into that very shortly. But yeah, crazy there. Seems when Nketiah comes off the bench at the Santiago Bernabeu to try and win us the game. Oh my god. Yeah, this is what it's looking like. I think the main club in for him, as we know, is Marseille, but they don't want him anymore. I was meant to be going on Wednesday, but unfortunately, I've got an FA Youth Cup game to play, under 18s FA Youth Cup. So, yeah, pretty much I'm playing obviously for Holbridge. We have to do all the qualifying rounds. Kicks off 6:15 as well, man. Literally, Arsenal game 6 and my game kicks off 6:15. But yeah, we could play if we win this game. We've got to play a few more qualifiers, but then the final. If you guys go back to a few years ago, Arsenal won the youth. Arsenal was in the final against West Ham in the FA Youth Cup, and we lost them 5-1 when we had Jack Wilshere. But I could be playing against the academies like Arsenal Academy, Man United Academy, Chelsea Academy. If we get further and further, so I've got a really important game on Wednesday. I couldn't miss it. And yeah, that's why, man. But yeah, Wednesday I can't make it. But yeah, so instead my brother's going. my brother's going, and yeah, I had to give my ticket to him. Gyökeres, yeah, I think we'll see Calafiori course play at Leverkusen. Yeah, it's crazy, Moss. It's crazy. Jamaica's football's finished. Oh yeah, it's 5G now. It's 5G, ain't it? It's 5G. Don't really count on Thomas Partey. Yeah, I agree. Welcome back. Did you have a good holiday? Yeah, man, it was nice. It was about 35 degrees every single day, pretty much. Yeah, it was good, man. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm back on YouTube, like doing the streams with everyone else, but same time I'm back in UK. That's the issue. Plasma's on the plane. Oh no, when we play Leverkusen, so he's gonna miss the game and everything. Where you off to, bro? Plasma literally travels the world, man. My guy was in where was it? Was it Japan? Yeah, he was in Japan. He was in where he was in where else? I swear, my guy goes on school trip. He travels the world. Where's he off to now? Big up to you, Plasma Low, my guy. Big up to you. We need a more midfield. Moreno, Odegaard, and Rice, says Moss. Do you think Arsenal had a good season last season? Good season in terms of what? In terms of winning something, because we didn't win anything. But good season in the sense that we kept the most. We had the best defense in the Premier League. We had the most. We had the highest point tally. You can say good season in that sense, but we didn't win anything. That is the issue. We've got to win something this upcoming season. Something big as well. Big up my guy Mazuraka. Welcome Moreno. Very close, man. Very close. Great. Big up my guy Lloyd, bro. Hope you're well, man. Great show as always, mate. Appreciate your support, bro. We need to get the signing over and done with so we can get focused on Eddie and Nelson out of the door. Yes. Well, I don't know if you've. Funny enough, I'm actually going to share that in a minute. But I don't know if you've seen the latest news and all the way with Eddie and Nketiah. He's going to be apparently staying at Arsenal because Marseille don't want him. If another club comes in for him, then I think we could move him on. But at the moment, he's staying, and Arteta is happy to keep him apparently as well. But yeah, big up yourself, my guy. Someone said Moreno is a tall Jack Wilshere in the way he plays. Do you agree? A tall Jack Wilshere. Wow. I don't know about that. I think I said it in my other video. Like, I don't think it's a bad signing. Like, I'm not overly gassed about this signing, if I'm being honest with it. Like, he's a well-established player. He's a midfielder, I believe. Comes in, does decent. If you would ask me, I think there's always that question as well. Like, is there better out there? Of course there is. In my opinion, I think of course there's better out there. In my opinion, people are saying he's perfect. We'll see. Like, I'm not saying he's perfect yet. Obviously, he's coming in. I think he's what I've seen of him, decent, well-established player. But I'm not getting too ahead of myself yet. He can come in and prove me wrong completely. Remember, eat my words, and I hope that's right in terms of coming in and being that perfect number 8 for Arsenal. I really hope he is. But a tall Jack Wilshere replacement, I don't see it at the moment, man. I don't see it at the moment. But look, I've not watched him a lot, so I can't really, sit there and give a full, because I've done watch Sociedad. I saw him in the Euros. I think we all saw him in the Euros. Off the bench when he played, scored the goal against Germany for Spain. I haven't seen him a lot. Of course, you can look at the compilations and all this stuff. But what I will say is it's good signs with Moreno. It shows that he's got some good attributes there, and of course he'll come in and we'll see what happens, bro. But I'm not gonna go that far just as of yet. Big up to you, my guy. Max says Victor Gyökeres has a release clause of 100 million euros. Negotiations sporting are always tense and difficult, especially if they've had to find a replacement in August. There we go. That's another target as well, Gyökeres, guys. And we'll talk about this is coming from Fabrizio as well. There we go. But yeah. Sunday. Did I say what did I say? Did I say Sunday? No, I've got a game. I got the game Wednesday. Yeah, I got the game Wednesday, and that's when obviously we play Leverkusen Wednesday, and we play Sunday again against Lyon. But yeah, I'm playing on Wednesday. It kicks off 6:15, and Arsenal game is 6 o'clock on Wednesday as well. So against Leverkusen, so I'm going to miss it, unfortunately, man. We don't need big names. We need profiles as per now. Too much for that Swede. Hold out for the real Swede, i.e. Zach. Alvarez is on the verge of signing for Atletico Madrid. Yeah, we were, Rory, man. We were. I was going to talk about that as well. I was going to say I don't think it's going to happen. But yeah, I was going to talk about that as well. Alvarez to Arsenal. Apparently, we was monitoring the situation. But again, a number of reasons. I don't think that will happen. But yeah, Alvarez going to Atletico Madrid. Wow. He's leaving. He's actually leaving Man City. Atletico Madrid. Interesting, that is. They've got to replace Morata, don't they, as well? Obviously, Alvaro Morata's gone to AC Milan. So Obviously, they're looking to replace him. Eddie for 27 million is a joke. Then he's paid 35 million for him. Why would you undervalue our players while Chelsea get the premium? Bro, I agree with you. And that is why I was happy that as much as I wanted Smith Rowe to stay, that's why I'm happy we've got that much money for Smith Rowe. Because we have a thing at Arsenal, Lloyd, where we don't sell our players for good amount of money. We just don't. Smith Rowe became our highest ever sold player in the history of Arsenal. That tells you all you need to know, really. So I do agree with you there, man. I do but I swear we've had opportunities to sell him for that amount, 35 million, a few years ago at Palace, and I think Palace wanted him for 35 mil. West Ham were looking at him, and we obviously rejected it, and we gave him new contracts. That's what I don't agree with what Arteta and Eddie were thinking. They give him a new contract and 100 million a week, 100 grand a week, 100 million a week, 100 grand a week. And obviously the Omri's shirt, well, the famous iconic number 14 shirt. That's what I don't agree with. But we should be getting. That's the thing at Arsenal. We don't sell our players high enough whatsoever, and that showed was Smith Rowe selling Smith Rowe. That's the highest that we sold a player for is 35 million. So there's definitely a problem there. But yeah, I agree. I think we should definitely be holding up for more. Arsenal reportedly accelerating negotiation with Galatasaray to sign Yilmaz. Really, that's an interesting. That's an interesting one. 17 million for Yilmaz, guys. Yilmaz, sorry, what his name is. Galatasaray, right winner, back up for Saka, maybe. I don't know about him, bro. I don't know about him, Max. I don't know about him. Big up Slavanos from Sierra Leone. Big up, bro. For Fabian Ruiz and Moreno. I agree, bro. Like Fabian Ruiz, that's not going to happen now. We were interested in him apparently, so nothing. That story has died down now. It's all about Mikel Moreno. But yeah, looking like Moreno will be the guy. But yeah, I would have preferred Fabian Ruiz as well. But I'm still happy with Moreno. Back in 2001, Nelly May with me, Edinburgh amateur squad. Oh, God, Moss was a baller, yeah? Moss was a baller back in the day. I bet Moss has still got it now, Why do you think Arsenal didn't have a good season? Why do you think Arsenal didn't have a good season? Well, because we didn't win anything. But that I didn't actually say I didn't say we had a bad season. I said we didn't win anything, But I also said it's a good season in the sense that, we went to the wild with Man City. We had the most points that we've ever had in the history of Arsenal, right? We scored, I think, our highest goal tally. We obviously had the best defense in the Premier League. We had the most clean sheets. That, in a sense, is a good season. We was unbeaten against all the big six. That is a good season. But I said it's not. You got to look on the other side as well. We didn't win any. We came second and we didn't do anything. We didn't win anything. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I didn't say it's a bad season. Big up Norwegian. Some athletic medals coming, and let's go Canada. I need more medals. I'm going back to Bordeaux. Oh, you've been in Spain. Nice one. Yeah, plasma travels the world, man. I remember Odegaard was cooking alongside Moreno. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people say that as well. Let's reunite that. Let's reunite that as well. Oh, am I coming Sunday? No, bro. I'm not coming Sunday either. I'm not coming Sunday. I was always planning to go on Wednesday, right? I bought the tickets for Wednesday for Leverkusen, right? I really wanted to go because, against the Invincibles, Leverkusen. And when I initially thought that was the Emirates Cup game as well. So I was like, I'll tell you what, I'll go Wednesday. I didn't expect to have a game for myself. So I bought the tickets, and that's why I had to give them to my brother. And my brother gets to go on Wednesday. But no, I was too late to get the Lyon tickets as well. I was far too late. They was all sold out, and they're all sold out, of course, now. But there's all sold out like weeks ago anyway. So I couldn't actually go for Sunday. Fucking typical is, man. Any other day they have to put a FA Youth Cup game in an evening on a Wednesday, and I got to go to it as well, man. I'm not missing it. So yeah, but unfortunately not, man. Unfortunately, obviously, the next game I'm going to be going to is Villa away. I'm going to Villa away. Second game of the season. I'm going to either I'm going to either the Man City. I was not Man City, but I'm going to Liverpool at home as well in October. October, I'm pretty sure that game is. So yeah, I'm going to hopefully a few next season. I know what it is with Arsenal, Wookie, man, with the whole ballot system still in there as well. You know, I'm a member myself. Junior Ghana member. It's still a nightmare. It's still an absolute nightmare. But yeah. This week Inter. Yeah, I'm gonna get that in a minute as well, Max. Big up for reminding me. But yeah, apparently we're signing this guy. It's 25 million euros for this 16-year-old, apparently. Gabriel Carvalho, what his name is. So we're going to get to that in a minute as well. And yeah, Julian Alvarez as well. Let's move on to that, guys. Big everyone's to inside, by the way. If you want to, make sure you do subscribe on the road to 8K subscribers. Right, well, I want to move on to the next story, by the way. We've been talking about, I want to quickly move on to this. I want to... If my guy Thompson went in, by the way, yeah. If my guy Thompson went in, right. This is him, yeah. Man put Edu Dub, yeah. This is Tom, by the way. He's in the chat earlier. Eddie season, man put Edu Dub. He's buzzing, yeah. He's absolutely buzzing that he's Eddie Nketiah staying, but I'm not. On the other hand, I'm not, right. Anyway, HITC understands that Arsenal are prepared for Eddie Nketiah to stay at the club if their valuation is not met by interested parties. With Mikel are more than happy to keep the player, insisting he was never pushing him out of the club. It's coming by Graham Bailey. Yeah, over there. HITC. But obviously, the latest news with Eddie Nketiah is the guy, Marseille, don't want to pay the value. Also valued him, to be fair, which fair enough, 35 million, which we should be getting for Eddie Nketiah, 100%. Yeah, you know, good price. Get this guy, get money for these types of players. Fantastic, right? But Marseille now don't really want to pay that anymore. You know, they don't want to pay it. They don't want to pay that anymore, whatsoever. And they've moved on to that Dortmund striker. I think he's Makawoko. Makawoko, his name is, but yeah, they move on to him, so they're no longer interested really in Eddie Nketiah. They have been, they have put in the bids, apparently, the proposals. Eddie Nketiah actually agreed personal terms with Marseille. The player wanted to leave Marseille, he wanted to go to Marseille. So the player does want to move away. I know Fulham will look at him this season as well, but this goes back to my point last season, guys. There's been opportunities to get this other money. If we were holding out for 35 million, we had opportunities. We had chances last years ago when Palace, West Ham were interested in him. But instead, we kept the guy. We should have got rid of this guy ages ago. That's the biggest factor for me, is that we've had a chance. We're not really, you know, taking that chance to get rid of this guy. But it says here, Arteta is happy to keep him. That shouldn't be the case. Why is Arteta happy to keep him? Yeah, understandable. Hold out, of course. Hold out for the. That's what I'm saying. Hold out for the money. Hold out for 35 million or more if we possibly can. Right? I'm sure there'll be more clubs, you know, coming in for the guy. Hopefully, we should be holding out, you know, for that type of money. 100% fair. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. But what worries me is the bit where this says that here, insisting he was never pushing him out of the club. Why? This type of player is not good enough for us football club. Yeah, we should be moving this guy on. 100% moving the guy on, right? He should not be saying next season. He should not be here. He should have gone ages ago, right? You know, he's on 100 grand a week. And if we somehow keep this guy, and then you know, we've got rid of Smith Rowe, that just doesn't tell that's not a good story, man. Like, I know Smith had to move on. I know we got good money for him, yeah, but come on, guys. Eddie Nketiah's got to go, man. We have to get this guy out of here. With all due respect to this guy, yeah, he's not good enough. He's simply not good enough. We cannot have him next season yet again. All right, the guy's inconsistent. Fair enough, he comes in and scores hat tricks against Sheffield United. Right? Okay, cool. Yeah, but this is what he does. He comes in. I remember that season where he scored when he was in the top 4 race against Chelsea, right? He came in and he scored against Chelsea. I think he done all this to the corner flag and all that, right? And then what did he do after that against Newcastle, against Tottenham? He played the rest of the games. Was non-existent. Was not good enough in any of those games, right? When he was in the top 4, when he was in the title race, right? When Jesus got injured, he came in, scored twice against Man United. Everyone was on the hype train about D, defense in trouble when Nketiah's in the room, and again, inconsistent. What did he do after that? For the remainder of those other games, not a lot, if we're being honest with it. Last season, again, scored a hat-trick against Sheffield United, but I just don't see it with this guy. Yeah, this guy is too inconsistent for me, and keeping him next season for me would be a mistake, right? But yes, fair enough. Hold out for the price tag. That's what I've been saying. Like I've been saying, I stick to what I'm saying as well, guys. I think we can all agree here. Arsenal don't get enough money for when we sell players. Yeah, finally we got good money for Smith Rowe, and yeah, we should be as a club holding out 35 million for Eddie Nketiah. But what I'm saying is we've done this before. We've had the opportunity to do this before, and we've made a mistake there, and we've not done it before. If that makes sense, because I know there's clubs in for him, and the clubs are offering that amount of money as well. Funny enough, 35 million. Palace wanted him 35 million. West Ham wanted him 35 million, but we rejected it, and that was a mistake. But yeah, we'll see what happens with this one, guys. I'm sure there'll be other clubs in for him as well. We'll see what happens with Eddie Nketiah. But so far, if he stays like this, he'll be staying at Arsenal. Next story, guys. Next story we're going to be talking about is, well, this ain't going to happen, but I thought we'd bring it up very quickly and then we'll move on. Because this guy looks like he's on the way to Atletico Madrid anyway. As we're speaking right now, this guy looks like he's on his way to Atletico Madrid. Arsenal considering a move for Julian Alvarez, but they may have to make further sales to fund his purchase. Of course, as Man City would want around 80 million to 90 million for Julian Alvarez. But again, I look at the source and looking Sunday Mirror is Sunday Mirror is the source. Not great, is it? The source ain't great. Sunday Mirror, and again, it just he's going to Atletico Madrid, guys. Yeah, I don't see this happening whatsoever. I rate this guy very highly, by the way. I think this guy's a baller. Yeah, I really do. I think this guy's quality. But again, we're talking about Man City here. Like, really going to sell to Arsenal again? Like, do you guys really see them? They already sold us Jesus Zinchenko. They already sold us. They already sold us 2 of their players. They're really going to sell us again. I know money talks, but again, it goes back to my next point. Where we're really going to splash 90 million on this Julian Alvarez. Who is he really an out-and-out striker? Like he's a good player. He's a very good player, and he's very versatile. As we know, that's why I probably we're looking at this guy. He can play anywhere across the attack. We're being honest with it. But are we really going to go in for this guy? As an out-and-out clinical, prolific goal scorer? I don't see it, guys. I don't see it. And he's on his way to Atletico Madrid. I think this guy's quality. As I said, I think this guy's an absolute baller. I think he's fantastic, but I don't see it happening whatsoever, guys. And it is what it is, really. I think we can cross his name off the list. Coming from the Sunday Mirror as well. Not a great source, I don't think. But yeah, Alvarez going to Atletico Madrid, guys, looking like he's not going to come to Arsenal. So let's actually talk about the whole forward options, guys, right? Because this is the current news about the latest forwards, right, and all this stuff. So I want to bring something else up in a minute as well. But Arsenal are reassessing their forward options in the transfer market after Newcastle made it clear that Isak will not be sold. Mikel only wants high-quality players who have specific traits for that position, which Isak, of course, fits exactly. Many other fans, Arsenal fans, love Arsenal as well. And I agree. Isak's unbelievable quality, would be perfect for Arsenal as a striker. But yeah, with that type of forward rare on the market, Arteta is instead more looking for a wide forward who can come inside rather than an outright number 9. So that's interesting. He's looking for a wide forward instead, guys, not an outright number 9. Pedro Neto is highly rated, but there's a natural way up about the price against his injury record. Apparently, Tottenham are very interested as well in Pedro Neto, sorry, a very good player from Wolves. But yeah, we know the issue with him is the whole injury record. His injury concern is not great. Arsenal have shown they are willing to spend big, but only if the player is exactly right. Declan Rice was seen in that mold. So was Isak, but Newcastle determined to keep the player this summer. So yeah, there we go, guys. Looking like Isak's not for sale. Looking very likely that Arsenal could go for someone like Isak as well. But yeah, apparently we're at beef or something with Newcastle and something like that. I saw a whole article today saying, we're at beef with Newcastle and all this because we're actually looking at both of their players. We're looking at both of their Bruno, couldn't pronounce the guy's name, Gyökeres and Isak as well. We're looking at both of them, and we was trying to sign both of them, but again, they wouldn't sell to us. And yeah, Isak, I know, a big fan. Many Arsenal fans love this guy. I agree. I think he's quality, but it's just with the price tag that they're labeling him at as well. Same with Gyökeres. I don't see us signing neither of them. But in terms of our strikers, guys, we are apparently reassessing the options now, right? So Isak's not available. We're not going for him. But Gyökeres is one who we've been looking at once again. We've apparently sent our scouts over to scout Victor Gyökeres in his recent friendlies for Sporting Lisbon, right? Again, price tag would be around 85 million. So he's one of them. He's one of the main ones we're sort of, looking at now. Is obviously Victor Gyökeres. There's been a few talks, a few other rumors in the past days as well about, once again, you guys guessed it, Victor Osimhen. Yeah, Osimhen's another one who came up on Arsenal's rumors yet again, leaving Napoli, as we know. They signed Lukaku. But yeah, Osimhen on his way out of Napoli, not included in any of their friendlies or anything like that. Something's wrong with him there. Conte doesn't want him there, apparently. He's going to be leaving Napoli. Chelsea don't want him anymore. They're apparently gone with this Atletico Madrid player. This Samuel guy, whatever his name is. Apparently they're looking at him now. So Osimhen's there again. But what again, price tag wise, yeah, price tag wise, over 100 million, right? Again, Gyökeres would be 85, Osimhen over 100 million, right? Isak over 100 million. We are not going to get Isak. And then the other one, obviously, we was looking at, well, a long time ago, well, I want to say like January, we was looking at Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney would be 40 million or 50 million right now. He'd for me be the best bet of Arsenal. And I know people are going to hate me saying this. He'll be our best bet in terms of signing a striker. I don't see who else. Realistically, Arsenal. I'm talking realistically, we're going to sign. And realistically, are we going to sign Ivan Toney? Probably not. Yeah, we're no longer linked with him. He wouldn't surprise me if he says at Brentford, but if we're talking about price range and all that, and all this price tag stuff, yeah, and all this fee, then yeah, Ivan Toney would be 50 million. He'd be an option there for me. Not going to happen. I don't see Arsenal sign Ivan Toney. I just think we're not interested in the guy whatsoever. So that goes to the next thing now. What this guy's saying here is, it won't be an out-and-out striker next season. It'll be a player who can play there, a wide forward who can play there. The likes of Pedro Neto, who, again, we was looking at, we're not going to go for anymore. Nico Williams, we was looking at, right? We was looking at Williams, but again, got probably going to go to Barcelona. We was looking at Rafinha. Rafinha saying at Barcelona now. That Bakayoko guy from PSV, for example. You know, Mohamed Kudus maybe, but again, probably say at West Ham now. So it just doesn't look like we're gonna go out there and sign a proper out and out striker. I just don't see it really. I don't see. Guys, give me a name. Anyone in the chat, give me a name. You guys really realistically that you guys think we'll go and sign in terms of the striker, because at the moment I don't see it. At the moment I see us keeping Havertz there next season and Jesus, and us probably signing like a wide player, like a wide forward to come in there as well. But I still want Ivan Toney. I still think it's doable. I still think 40, 50 million, again, is a fantastic price for him. I still think it'd be a good signing, but there's nothing about Arsenal going in for him. That is the issue. At the moment, he's still at Brentford, as we know. Yeah, that is the issue there, guys. Doesn't look like we're actually going to go. I mean, Gyökeres again has been mentioned. Osimhen's been mentioned. These big names keep getting linked with Arsenal, but it's just not looking like we're going to really sign that out-and-out striker this season. Guys, keep in your comments down below. I'm going to go through one more story. Interesting piece of news we got today. Apparently, we're going to sign this winner, this backup for Saka, right? Coming from this guy called International Timeline. Actually, the club he plays for, not the actual official account, obviously, but you know, very over there in Brazil. You know, this sort of news article from Brazil could be reliable when it's in their actual country. Who knows? But this International Timelines came out and said, exclusive this week, International will receive a bid, obviously, of 25 million euros plus bonuses from Arsenal for the transfer of 16-year-old Gabriel Carvalho. Yes, I know what someone said in my and another Gabriel as well. Another Gabriel linked with Arsenal, guys. How many Gabriels do you want, mate? Seriously. But yeah, International hold 100% of his federation rights as well, which is quite interesting there. But yeah, we've been linked with this guy. Now, this player is an attacking midfielder. That is his main position. But I was obviously looking before I did this whole stream. The guy's main position is Cam, like attacking midfielder role. But he can play apparently on the right-hand side as well. So yeah, he can be right winger, 16 years of age as well. 25 million is a big price for a 16-year-old guy, by the way, guys. Yeah, it's a decent amount of money, you know, like 25 million euros, you know, decent amount of money. Well, decent, I say, but it's a big amount of money for unknown. I think what we're praying this will be, guys, yeah, because we have this Edu Brazilian revolution, guys, where he loves to sign these Brazilians, doesn't he? Right, he loves to sign these Brazilians. We're hoping that this could be another Gabriel Martinelli, yeah, because Martinelli we signed, I think he was like 18, wasn't he, or 19. It could have been older, I can't remember, but we signed him from Atuano, yeah. There's like the Brazilian B. There's in the second division of Brazil when Martinelli was playing, yeah. And we signed him from there. Everyone was like, who? You know, who's this? Then the rest, Martinelli's became fantastic. I mean, he's been... Last season, I know, you know, different story what happened in last season, but when we signed him, he's brilliant and he's been a decent, very good signing, right? On the flip side of that, could this be another Marquinhos still? Again, I think Plasma put it in my chat about Marquinhos. Yeah, Marquinhos 2.0, where we signed him from Sao Paulo, 18 as well, 19, whatever, however it was. I think we got him on a free transfer, and then we signed him. We said, oh, thank you for giving him for us a free, but here we go, Sao Paulo, please have 3 million of our money for good relations. So we actually gave money to Sao Paulo, like we're a charity. But oh, well, you know, we signed Marquinhos, not worked out at all. So there's two sides for it with me. could this be, hopefully, another Gabriel Martinelli sort of, you know, player that comes in and nobody knows, you know, all we can say go off his position and he's, you know. But I say something, I was 16 years of age, right? Valued at that much already, like 25 million we're bid for this guy already. 25 million. I don't know if this is actual official. I mean, it's coming from international source, like the actual club, in terms of like over in Brazil. It's a Brazilian source coming in the actual club in the actual country. But yeah, 25 million is a lot of money for a 16-year-old. That's what I'm gonna say, guys. In my opinion, I mean, we bet hope this is another Gabriel Martinelli, but this could be Arteta's sort of backup for Saka maybe, which I don't know about, guys. But that is apparently the current news with this player here, another Brazilian on to Arsenal. Eddie loves his Brazilians, as we know. We have another Gabriel, right? Gabriel, all the Gabriels. Yeah, it's unbelievable. But anyway, let's catch up with some of you guys' comments as well, man. Where were we? Yes, apparently so. I saw that as well. Yeah, he is back in training with Sociedad. That is very true. He was back in. But having said that, Plasma, I swear Calafiori was in training with Bologna. He returned with training with them for a little bit, didn't he? And then obviously we ended up signing him. Actually, no, was he training on his own after the Euros? I think he's training on his own, in fact. So there we go. I was wrong there, but yeah, Moreno's back in training. I still think we'll it happens, innit? I still think we'll get him. Obviously, he's got like a pre-season, don't he, as well? So that's understandable, but I hope we do get him in this week. I really hope so. Yeah, it's mad wookie, ain't it, bro? It's crazy. It's crazy. The whole ballot system's a disgrace. Exactly. All these Gabbies coming in. Gabby FC. We done well in the league because we had the most clean sheets and unbeaten against the Big Six since Invincibles, but we did not win the league. It's not a good season. Yeah, Eddie's look like he could be staying, guys. Eddie's not worth less than 25 million. It's not good enough with the famous Luca AFC words. Josh, scored 9 goals in 15 games. Yeah, but what I'm saying is like that is all well and good. That is all well and good, Max. Yeah, and I hear where you're coming from. Fair enough. But at the end of the day, what I'm saying is what I've seen in this guy over a basis of 3, 4, ever since he's been here, really, if I'm being honest with it. Yeah, he comes in, right, and when he's had these chances. Fair enough. He came in that season. He scored them 2 goals against Man United. But then I'm talking about the other games after that. You know, how many times were we saying after the game, Eddie Nketiah is not good enough? Yeah, he's too inconsistent. Too many times. And when he comes off the bench, does he really make a difference? In my opinion, he doesn't. And I think we've got moving on ASAP. And I think keeping him next season is a big mistake. And I agree. Sinner Smith Rowe and keeping Eddie is madness. It is. I swear last January there was like 3 clubs. They were, bro. Yeah, they were. It was for sure, bro. Big up my guy at Early Doors, man. Big up to you, my bro, Tony. But I'll tell you something now, Tony. Yeah, you boys are cooking. You boys are absolutely cooking. West Ham, what's going on with West Ham? Yeah, you guys are signing Nicholas Fulkrug. What a signing that is, by the way. Yeah, Somerville, fantastic player, right? You signed that what's his name? That centre back Kilman as well. I swear I'm missing a few players, but West Ham are doing the business, man. You lot are signing some quality players there as well. I mean, and if you guys keep hold of Kudus as well, that attack will be decent. You know, Fulkrug down the middle, Bowen, Kudus, Somerville. West Ham are cooking, yeah, proper. Like you guys are doing the business. What's Lopatelli? Well, I can't pronounce the guy's name, but what is he cooking, man, over there with you guys? Think you lot are in for a good season, you know? I really do. But big up yourself, man. Hope you're keeping well, Tony, my guy. Lloyd says, if anybody listens to Pep talking about Arsenal giving us all the glory, simply put, they're not going to sell us this dude who can win us the league. Facts. That's what Jason and Cine. Absolutely spot on, bro. Yeah, we're never going to get Alvarez, guys, because they were simply never going to sell to us. Man City was never going to sell another player to us. As you said right there, you know, you saw that impact that they had when they sold us Jason Zinchenko. Why Pep, especially a player like Julian Alvarez as well, how quality that player is, no way. Big up my guy Nick. Yeah, he is, bro. He is. He's a guy that is where he's probably gonna be moving to. Yeah, it's apparently he's on the verge of. I think Fabrizio tweeted it just a minute ago. He's on the verge. Yeah, Atletico Madrid has submitted an official bid to sign him, Alvarez. So there we go. He could be on his way to Atletico Madrid, bro. As well. Any players from City or Chelsea is a risk. Isak won't be sold yet. Who knew? Who knew, Drew? Who knew? So big up Sierra Leone, my bro. Mikel needs to do vibrant signings if he can get all 114 points he's took. I heard him say that as well. That's what he said. I think it was Curtis Shaw. Big up to Curtis Shaw TV. I think he was in the press conference and he actually asked him the question, like, what does it take for Arsenal to win the league next season? Yeah, what does it take to get over the line and beat Man City? And he said 114 points. So there we go. There we go, Mikel. You've set the standard. Arteta told us in the LA preseason tour that we're not going to pay 100 million this season because of the FFP and the PSR. It's killing every club in Europe. That's true. As always, it is, bro. Osimhen's not moving. 130 million. Gyökeres, 87 million. I don't see it. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, the ideal option, I know people don't like me saying it, is having Tony. Because we can get him for about 50, 40 million. If PSG are not willing to pay the fee for Osimhen, that tells you a lot, brother. Yeah, they've obviously moved away from him now as well. PSG have moved away from signing Osimhen. They no longer want him. Get us, Tony. Let's move. 11 months left in his current deal. He loves Arsenal. 2 years. Thanks, bro. Big up, Lloyd. I agree, bro. Yeah, that's another one we've linked to as well. Big up for Matt's bringing it up. João Pedro from Brighton. Apparently, we was linked with him as well. Coming in as a striker. Could we go for something like him, guys? And again, the whole talk about what's his name, Dominic Solanke. Yeah, I know Tottenham very interested in Solanke, but Arsenal apparently looking at it with rumours that, you know, of course, we're linked with him as well. So yeah, it would be surprised if we get someone like those type of strikers. If we can get Neto manage his game time, the boy can be world class. I agree as well. It's just the injuries, Lloyd, bro. That's the issue. The injuries are just so annoying with him. But on his day, he's quality. He's absolutely quality. He's a quality player. I think we'll sign someone like Eze. That'd be a good signing. Yeah, Eze can play left hand side, can play attacking midfielder as well. Very good player. Along with Moreno, we'll sit with our front three from last season. Edu really made a Gabby FC, man. Gabby FC. Gabriel easier for Arteta and Edu to stay. Gabriel's easier for Arteta and Edu to stay. Can't confuse them at this stage. Yeah, thanks, bro. Exactly, bro. We're gonna be called Gabby FC now, Tony, bro. Gabriel Carvalho sounds like Marquinhos 2.0. Yeah, that is it, bro. That is it. No matter how much Gyökeres cost, if Mikel wants to trophies next season, he must sign him. Yeah, bro, I agree, man. I agree. You know, like I just know that's what we need is a striker. Like I still stand by that 100%. I'm looking at it realistically, and realistically at the moment, it doesn't look like we're gonna get that striker. It doesn't look like we're gonna get that out and out striker. It's gonna be a player who can play there, like a wide player, sort of like a wide winner or something. A wide attacker is what they call it. So I agree that I think we should go and splash the cash and sign a Gyökeres or an Osimhen or something like that. But it's just simply not going to happen. I know we did it with Declan Rice, but it just goes back to what I said what we was reading a minute ago. That Declan Rice signing was Isak. That was what we was planning to do. That is Arteta. That's what Arsenal wanted to do, is spend that type of money on a player that fits every single box. And Isak was that guy. But the issue is Newcastle were not going to sell to us. It's crazy. Big up to Shay, my guy. Shay Arsenal, big up to you, bro. We love a Brazilian. Yeah, another Brazilian, mate. The Brazilian Revolution. Edu's Brazilian Revolution, bro. 6 more subscribers. Oh, bro, I wish. Nah, I think it's a bit more than that, Drew. But yeah, we are close. We are close, bro. We are close. When we signed Martinelli, our best F-win option at the time was an agent Aubameyang. So it was clear that if he stayed, he would get minutes. This guy has Odegaard and Rice in his way. Very true. Like his actual main position is attacking midfielder. He's not going to get over Odegaard. No way. And obviously we just binned off Smith Rowe now. But this guy going to come in. But again, I'm looking at the price, thinking 25 million. Like, okay, you know, similar money to what we paid for like Vieira, wasn't it? So we saw how that worked out, wasn't it, as well? But yeah, this guy apparently main position is attacking midfielder. He can play right winger as well. But again, where is he actually going to come? It wouldn't surprise me if we go out on loan for the guy. If we send this guy straight out on loan like we did with Marquinhos, it not really worked out with Arsenal. But yeah, West Ham are cooking, bro. It's crazy. Rodriguez as well. Any news on the striker or winner? We've just been speaking about it now, bro. But yeah, big up yourself, bro. Big up yourself. I'm so proud to be a Gooner. I'm so proud. Big up yourself, Arsenal for life, man. Do you know when Arsenal? You know when the last time Arsenal had a good season? Probably when we won the FA Cup. If you base it off of when we won a trophy, which is defined as a good season when we won the FA Cup, I thought last season was a good season because of the way how we played, because of the way how we competed, because of we fantastic last season, yeah, but we didn't win anything. So last season we had a good season, but in terms of winning the trophy, that is when. Give me that Eze and Moreno, and we're good to go for the season. Facts. Yeah, I just think we need that winner, Moreno. Or that midfielder, which would most likely be Merino. But again, I don't know. I still think, I mean, Eze would be fantastic as well. Yeah, he would be quality. I just got tickets to the Bodo Glimt in the UCL qualifiers. Go on, Plasma, bro. Bodo Glimt, we'll see you next season. Yeah, imagine like if you guys get all the way, Arsenal Bodo Glimt next season, what are you gonna do? You're gonna have. I think I said it so many times. You're gonna have to buy one of those half and half scarves, Plasma. Yeah. You have to get Bulldog Glimt on one side, you have to get Arsenal on the other side. Crazy. Fulcrum just confirmed. Big signing that is there, man. Big signing for you guys. Joao Pedro's got the worst goals to ratio than Jesus. He's just another Jesus, if I'm being honest. Joao Pedro. I don't think he's that good. I don't think he's good enough. He's an Arteta type signing though, because he can play on the wings too. I'm not confident about him. Neither am I, bro, to be honest. Neither am I. I don't know about him. Arsenal should have won the league last season. We bottled it again. Big up early doors. Yeah, 60. It's more like 60. Yeah, I wish it was 6. Remember to hit the like and subscribe if you're new here. Big up, nah, you're a legend, bro. Come on, you are the legend here. I went to Bordeaux Arsenal, yeah, and you wore the yellow. Yeah, that makes sense, bro. That makes sense. Yeah, because obviously Bordeaux wear yellow. You wear the was that obviously Europa League when 1-0 Arsenal, weren't it? And but I'll tell you something now, that game, Bordeaux Glimt played really well. I remember Bordeaux had some good chances, and I thought like we got lucky to actually get the win there. I think Saka got us the goal, didn't he? But yeah, I thought he was lucky there against Bordeaux. Big up Paul, my guy. Big up yourself, absolute real one. This guy's a legend, man. This guy is an absolute legend. Big up yourself, Paul, bro. How did my holiday go? Very well, man. Very well, thank you. It was good. I had a nice break as well for a week. But now we're back on the grind, Paul, bro. We're back daily uploading as well. I'm going to put a link in as well, guys. Anyone who wants to come on and have their say, you're more than welcome to as well. So I'm going to put this in. Anyone's welcome, man. Anyone wants to talk about anything, any football related, then you're welcome to come on. Call in now. Right, there we go. I'll pin it to the chat as well, so anyone's welcome to come and have their say as well. But yeah, it was good, man. It was good. It was hot. It was decent, man. I enjoyed it. It was good, bro. But now I'm back in the UK, so it's not good. But yeah, big up yourself, Paul, bro. Right, let me pin that to the chat as well. Pin message. There we go. Cool. Right. Josh, what is the full name of the Gabriel you guys talking about? It's this guy, bro. It's Gabriel Carvalho. Yeah, Gabriel Carvalho. That is his name right there as well. Tony says, what is it with your club linked to all these players turn down decent money for? And Nketiah Nelson, yeah, facts, bro. But this is the thing, Tony, bro. I said this earlier. Like, that's the issue of Arsenal. The highest player we sold was now Smith Rowe for 35 million. In all the transfer windows, that's the highest player we've ever sold is 35 million. There's an issue there. I went I went south of France. It was near Toulouse, bro. Do you know the team who played Liverpool last season? It was near there. Like about 35 degrees there as well. But yeah, it was nice. I'll have to give him a message, man. I'll have to give my guy 20 a message. Been a long time, but yeah, we'll do a show. Of course, we will. Big up to you, my bro. Yes, hope you won, my friend. Let's go Arsenal. You already know, my guy. Big up yourself, man. And big up to you, bro. Absolute real one. I'm very well, thank you. Hope you're well yourself, bro. Right, let's get people on, man. We're talking about the transfers with Arsenal, and I'm going to change my layout very quickly as well before we do get people on. 1 second. Yeah, look at this. It's Omri Burkamp backgrounds. Amazing. So we've got my guy Taki.
Good afternoon, Josh.
Bro. Good afternoon. How are you, bro? You good?
I'm all right, thanks. I'm all right. I'm good.
Big up to you, Max, bro. How you doing?
Good evening, Josh. How you going?
Very well, man. Very well. Thank you guys for obviously joining today. I want to come to you, Max, first, bro. About Mikel Moreno. Agreed the personal terms of Arsenal, and we're going to put in the bid 30 million euros for him. Looking like the deal could get done. How are you feeling about Mikel Moreno to Arsenal? Because I've seen a lot of people saying he could be the perfect Xhaka replacement, but what's your thoughts on him, bro?
Yeah, no, he's definitely worth the 30 mil. Like, obviously, if you watched him at Real Sociedad, which I did, obviously in back in 1920 when he was playing with Odegaard and obviously Isaac and obviously Zubimendi. Obviously, I was watching him closely because obviously I like Odegaard as a player, and obviously I was watching him as well, and he happened to coincide with obviously playing together, and he's definitely one for to keep an eye on. Obviously, he's been at Real Sociedad since he's been 25. So after obviously falling out with Newcastle, so he's obviously Newcastle didn't work out for him. He went to Real Sociedad, started smashing it over Real Sociedad, and obviously Arteta's taken interest, and obviously it's a very Arteta type signing as well. So obviously, like being able to play in multiple positions, and obviously if I as a number 8, and obviously as I mentioned to you earlier, obviously with the fall off of the ever changing left back, and obviously Granit Xhaka missing, obviously it's Martinelli didn't have exactly the best of season. Obviously Granit Xhaka was obviously filling in for obviously doing a lot of defensive work, and obviously for Zinchenko to go and invert into, because obviously when Zinchenko was inverting, Granit Xhaka was more or less playing left back at the time. The defense was a back 3, so it was covering Zinchenko's inability to defend, which made him look so good. So, and obviously with the fall off of obviously Granit Xhaka going to Leverkusen, obviously we'll speak about that obviously later on, because obviously we're playing Leverkusen as well, so you're going to see Granit Xhaka come back as well. And obviously with Merino coming in, obviously he's going to obviously play that Xhaka role, and obviously we might see the best of Zinchenko, but we'll obviously have a lot of defensive options now with obviously Calafiori, you mentioned earlier, and obviously defensive options that we have. So I'm keen to see it progress. We just need to obviously Arsenal forever, is slow doing business, as and it's not something we can really speed up. And I wish they would do their business quicker and obviously sell the players for proper values, because obviously we had a chance when you're speaking on Eddie. You had a chance to obviously sell Eddie last season for about 35 million euros. And obviously, if you think about 2 years ago, obviously when we sold Smith Rowe, just obviously you spoke about Smith Rowe going to Fulham. 2 years ago, we had about a £40 million offer from Aston Villa, which we could have sold Smith Rowe to at the time. So, and obviously we can speak about Maitland-Niles going to Roma. We can speak about lots of other players that we could have sold for more profit than worse, and obviously we just kept out for hold of it, and then we ended up selling them for less than the worst. So, yeah. I'm interested in signing Josh. I really am, and I hope he gets done. That's all I can say.
Yeah, no, very well said, bro. Yeah, I thought you made some great points there.
And
Taki, I'll come to you, bro, quickly. What do you make of Moreno to Arsenal? You there, bro? Taki, you there?
yes, hello, hi. So the Moreno to Arsenal is going to be very good it's going to be a very good signing for Arsenal, and it will be a perfect Granit Xhaka replacement, because remember last season when Martinelli had a very underwhelming season because of that left-handed, no partnership on the left centre mid, and Rice Havertz was playing there, and then didn't work. Rice in number 8 doesn't really work because
I thought it worked. I thought it worked last
it
season.
does work. It does work, but he's better. Is better as a 6 because
Okay.
he and Moreno should be in an 8. Rice should be the 6, and Odegaard should be the 10. And this will give fluidity to our attack, and Martinelli will start cooking, and he will start scoring more goals, and he will start doing well, and he will be more confident because on the left hand side, and adding Calafrio back in, putting in the team is very good, and it gives more freedom for Martinelli and Moreno and Calafrio in the left-sided place. Rice is very good as an 8, but he's better, in my opinion. He's better in a 6. So yeah, that's how. Fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that's fair. No, bro, well said. And look, I think we all on the same page about, we're missing that Xhaka replacement. But I'll come to Rory, bro. Big up yourself as always, my guy. Mikel Moreno, is he? I've seen lots of people saying the perfect Xhaka replacement. What do you think about him, man?
I think at first I was a bit apprehensive about Moreno coming in. Because at first I thought he was about 30 years old, 31, and I was like, well, why are we going after Moreno here when he didn't do anything spectacular in La Liga, but 28 years of age, he's in his prime, and I think this will be a pretty good Granit Xhaka replacement. I mean, I can't believe I'm still saying that, by the way. It's but we're still looking for a Granit Xhaka replacement, and it seems like he is the guy. I see fans yapping on about other options, the likes of Fabian Ruiz and Zubamendi, who would have been so much better. I don't think them two would have been any better than Moreno. I'm not saying that I wouldn't take them, but I just don't see much of a difference between Moreno, Zubamendi. Although Zubamendi would have been my number one choice if we were going to Sociedad with that sort of money, although Zubamendi would be worth more. But if we were going to Real Sociedad with that sort of money, then I'll be going for Zubamendi if he's available. But of course he isn't, and he's not willing to move to the Premier League. Then, yeah, as I said, I would go for Zubamendi. But at the same time, not a whole lot is separating Moreno and Fabian Ruiz in terms of quality. Yes, Fabian Ruiz had a good Euros and arguably was one of the best players in the tournament, along with Olmo for Spain. But before the Euros, I don't know. Before the Euros, we're talking how many starts he's made for PSG. I don't even think he starts week in, week out for PSG. So these lot who go on about, Moreno doesn't start for Spain, A, neither does Zubamendi, and B, Fabian Ruiz don't even start for PSG. So I don't think it makes a difference going for Mikel Moreno instead of Fabian Ruiz and Zubamendi. But in regards to Moreno, left-footed, he can get himself in the box. He's 6'2", so he is a unit. And I reckon he's coming in with, I don't know, what's the term? He's sort of coming in as someone that's not going to have any pressure, if that makes sense. Because we're signing him for, well, it's not done yet, but it's around reportedly 30 million we're going to be signing him for. So he's not really going to come in and expect to hit the ground running. I don't think anyone is at the moment. I reckon this could be another Gabriel signing to an extent. So what I mean by that, obviously Gabriel plays at centre back. Be thinking, what the fuck am I on about? Yeah. Hear me out here. Gabriel is criminally underrated. Was arguably our top scorer in terms of defenders last season. And he doesn't seem to get the applaudits, does he? Because Saliba's alongside him. Whereas Moreno, he's coming in, he'll be playing alongside Declan Rice and Odegaard, who we know have their qualities. I think he'll be another one of these Gabriel signings where he's criminally underrated and he's going under the radar, and he'll somewhat help us get over the line. So I think this will be a good signing for Arsenal. I don't see him starting week in, week out. I don't look at him and go, yeah, that's the first name on the team sheet. But if it does go through, I'll be happy with it. He's a very good player, and he can get amongst the box.
I think
yeah,
I think I can see him starting week in, week out in some games, but he can't start like other competitions like Champions League or FA Cup or Carabao Cup. I think he will start week in, week out in Premier League, but not in other competitions. You get what? Would you agree?
So then, who plays there instead then? If he doesn't start,
if Partey can play as well in the DM, but if it's like like Xhaka played Arsenal week in, week out.
Yeah.
Moreno could do that as well.
Yeah, I mean, look, as I said, I think again, I've not seen a lot. I mean, I know he played there with Odegaard. That they had that good season with Odegaard, him and Moreno Odegaard at Sociedad 2019, was it, or something? I know many fans bring that up, and yeah, I mean, they had a very good.
I think he's going to be a very good signing for Arsenal, like Declan Rice was. He'll be a very, very good signing.
Okay, fair enough. Look, I'm happy with the signing, to be honest. Like, I'm not getting over the top. I mean, and really gassing him about, which could be a good thing because, as like Rory rightly said, similar to like a Gabriel type player.
Like when Gabriel first came to Arsenal, he was a bit
underrated.
Yeah, when Gabriel first came to
Ben
Arsenal,
White's another one. Like, how many underrated defenders have we got currently? Ben White, Gabriel. I reckon are criminally underrated.
Tomiyasu.
They're part of arguably the best defence in the league. Ben White's arguably the best right back in the league, and Gabriel, there's not many better than him, trust me. So I think the same could happen with Moreno, but I don't know. The thing is, he's not got many years left in him. So when he approaches 30, apparently the contract length is around 4 years. So he'll be, I can't be bothered to do maths right now. He'll be about 34. 32, my bad.
That's crazy.
So I reckon for 2 or 3 years, Mikel Moreno will be very good for us, and I think he'll slot in perfectly alongside the likes of Rice and Odegaard. But I just feel like for the future, not just. I mean, I did say in the last stream, didn't I, that players for the future, I couldn't care less. I care about the present. And I think what we want now is good players, like world-class talents who are also good in the future.
And
where I'm coming from. So,
what's your name, by the way? You were saying
me?
Yeah.
Alpha.
Will it be a downgrade on Xhaka or an upgrade on Xhaka?
I don't know. He's not kicked a ball for Arsenal yet, has he? So
no, he's not. So we don't. Time will tell.
Yeah.
I think for me, I think Merino will be a great signing for Arsenal. He'll be very good for Arsenal. He will do really well at Arsenal. I'm sure. I believe in Arteta.
Okay.
You see the thing with Moreno is, I think, like, people are saying that he's not going to start many games. I think he'll probably start like 75% of the games, and that's including the Champions League and the other cup competitions. And I don't
start in the Premier League as well.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like Premier League, Cup games, Champions League, and all the rest of it. I think he'll start probably 75% of the games, and because like I don't see Arteta spending 30 million on a midfielder not starting a majority of the games, and And I think
So you think Moreno will start in the whole Premier League season?
No. I'm not saying the whole season. I'm just saying good majority of the Premier League season, good majority of the Champions League games, good majority of the FA Cup games, good majority of the Carabao Cup games. And I don't see him spending 30 million on just to play a bit part. I see him being as a crucial part of the system because obviously. People were speaking about obviously Havertz being not Havertz, Declan Rice being a number 6, Rice being number 8, and I just think he's going back to the system that worked, which is prior to obviously when Granit Xhaka was there, and then obviously when he left, he had to change the system, and I think you see him playing that, and obviously. RD was talking about obviously underrated players. I think Jorginho is severely underrated. I think Jorginho for what we got him for, I think he's a severely underrated player, and I think
exactly
what he has over Partey is not only his experience but also his reading of the game. I think because if you saw during a couple of friendly games, like obviously I understand that Partey's coming back from injury and everything else, but. He just looks so out of position, looks so out of his depth, and when the few games that Jorginho came on, you instantly saw a change of just instantly the midfield looked 10 times better, and obviously the midfield, and I just think he's just a criminally underrated player. I think there's a lot. I was one of those people that when obviously Jorginho signed, I was like, I'm not too sure about that one, but obviously he changed my mind in terms of obviously. Being a crucial part, and obviously, he obviously helped in the Calafiori deal, so good on him, but yeah, I think obviously we're speaking about what we need. I think obviously, you're going to speak about players that obviously are attainable, and obviously I mentioned João Pedro earlier, and obviously he's someone mentioned in the chat, obviously slightly worse than XG and Jesus, but obviously he can play multiple positions. And the one thing that João Pedro has over Jesus is that he can actually stay injury free, and that's the problem. Most of our players aren't injury free, and you can stay injury free for a season. Obviously, Jesus being one of them. Smith Rowe that we sold was another one. Kieran Tierney was prone to injuries. Zinchenko's obviously picked up some injuries. Thomas Partey's obviously picked up some injuries. These players obviously and that's why I'm a little bit hesitant of obviously signing a Pedro, because he's another injury prone player that's obviously made of glass, and obviously Awesome has obviously had his injuries as well, and obviously Gyökeres has obviously had his injuries as well. So I'm a little bit hesitant. It's a bit of a risk to sign these players, but at the same time,
like signing strikers.
But at the same time, we still need to get over the line. You know what I mean? So I'd rather take the risk now and do what we can to try and close the gap on City, and try and push the next step. And that's why we're signing players like Merino. It may not be the most, fancy signing, but he's experienced and he's played with Odegaard before, and who knows, that might be the key difference to maybe adding a 1 or 2 points or 3 points or 4 points in the season to get us over the line in those games that we really struggled, like the Aston Villa game, for example. So, and obviously you mentioned Calafiori deal as being either with him or Timber being one of the two left backs, possibly. Who knows at this point who's going to start there? As now sort of a solid foundation, because obviously Martinelli's, again, as I was mentioning earlier, is being an ever-changing left back, and obviously with Merino and now Calafield coming in, I was going to solid back line and with even a better defense than last season. It might actually help Martinelli get retained back with his form, obviously, because he came back from injury, if we remember correctly, and he just couldn't get up to speed, and unfortunately he's one of those hit and miss seasons. So we'll see how his season pans out, but he needs a big season, and I think he'll do it.
Do you guarantee that Martinelli will be back to his best next season, because Moreno's came in now? Well,
I mean, I look, for me, like Martinelli, like I love the kid, and I everyone does. He's for me, he's like in the same bracket as like your Sakas and your Odegaards and all the rest of it, right?
And
but the one thing that frustrates me about Martinelli, and I think it frustrates many Arsenal fans, is that when he has the ball, he looks down at the ball, he looks down at his feet when he's running, and he doesn't assess his options, and he doesn't really kind of like, and he kind of waste his opportunities that he has, and
Yeah.
there's some like when he's on it, when Martin is on the field and when he's in the zone, like there's no one better on the left wing, in my opinion, to go and be a nuisance on the field. But there's times in the games where I feel really frustrated watching him on the ball, and he's just kind of like, it looks like he's not up to speed, and he looks like he's out of his depths, and he's just like looking down the balls for he makes like mistimed passes, and he's just like runs into trouble and runs into dead ends, and he just kind of like looks a bit lost. And that's kind of like where I see a little bit of frustration, because I know like there's been times when Arteta's like start Tross out of the left hand side, and he's looked infinitely better because of like he knows where the goals is, and he knows what his capabilities are, and knows what he can do and what he can't do. So yeah, we'll see. Nothing's definitive. We'll see if Merino eventually gets a line. We'll see how obviously Martinelli gets on with obviously Calafiore and Merino if once we get the Merino of the line. But we'll see. It's nothing's definitive, but
Max,
we'll see.
Do you think we need a striker, right? We definitely need a striker. That's not even a question. Can Kai Havertz can get us over the line? By the way,
I'd argue that we need an extra midfielder than we need a striker, to be honest, because we can't rely on Thomas Partey to stay fit for an entire season, and we need a wide forward more than we need a striker, because obviously the striker market.
So Arsenal don't need a striker then.
Well, I think we can get by without doing a striker until next summer, where we can really address it. So I'm not too fussed about if we don't get a striker or not. I'm worried about getting a backup for Saka and him playing.
Yes.
30
God forbid if Saka
30
gets injured, it's a problem for us. God forbid.
Yeah, 30 plus games. So that's what I'm more concerned about. So, and because he's probably our most dangerous outlet, and if most of our attack last season went down the right hand side, and God forbid, touchwood, that he doesn't get injured. So
even Saka cannot play week in week out, just like Moreno can.
No, we can't, man. We need a backup there for sure for Saka, man.
Yeah, Saka can never
the
play.
Thing is, like, what you guys are saying about the whole striker situation, that's like, as much as I sort of go against that, I think we do need a striker personally, but it's like they're not gonna. The current talk is that we're going for more of like a wide.
We'll sign a wide player.
Wide, not striker, like more of a wide attacker who can play striker. So like these names that have been mentioned about Gyökeres, like Osimhen, all this like Isaac. We're not going to sign an out proper striker. Apparently, the striker we was looking at the whole time was Isaac, but there's a whole issue with Newcastle that they're not going to sell to us. So that was we was going to spend the money, because apparently Arteta saw Isaac as like a Declan Rice type signing. You know how we splashed that amount of money on Declan Rice. Apparently we saw the same in the player like Isaac, but obviously we Newcastle was saying he's not for sale and all this. So now it's just, the likes of Gyökeres, linked with Arsenal again, but looks unlikely it's going to get done. It's going to be more like a wide attacker. But listen, I hear what you guys are saying. Like, I do think getting another midfielder in there as well, because of the whole party situation. But then I remember as well, as Max said about Jorginho, right? Jorginho's staying for another season, isn't he, guys? And what I will say, like, I agree with you, Max. And we saw last season when Jorginho came in, the game against Newcastle, I think it was against Liverpool at the Emirates. It was superb. It was, fantastic in there. So we know he can do a decent job there. I know he's getting
Man City as well at home.
Say that again.
Man City at home as well.
Man City at home, yeah. So we know he can do a good job there, but it just looks like that's one of the main positions as well, is that backup for Saka, man. 100% need.
And also, if you also think about it, Josh, like what happens if Odegaard gets injured? Who's going to replace him? That's why I said an extra midfielder. Like that's why I said like I'd rather fix the midfield first and then work on the striker next season, because what happens if Odegaard gets injured? We don't have the number 10 to replicate what he does, and we all know how dangerous Martin Odegaard's on the field. So, and that's why I said if we get an extra midfielder, an extra wide forward, I wouldn't be too fussed about it, to be honest. So,
yeah, I mean, we've already sold Smith Rowe, so it's a bit worrying that the fact we've not played Fabio Vieira at all in that centre attacking midfield position in pre-season. He's been playing out on the right. So that tells me he's going to be playing as the right winger. Say if Saka gets injured or he needs a rest, Fabio Vieira is likely to be played as the right winger. And I mean, what's that saying to the likes of Reece Nelson as well? Like, he's the actual right winger, the actual backup that we signed on a 4-year contract only last year, for God's sake. Yet a midfielder is getting in ahead of him on that right-hand side.
And the thing is with Reece Nelson,
I do agree with you.
And I think Reece Nelson looked good in pre-season, if anything.
He did. He looked very good.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad actually.
Although I did not watch preseason because I was sleeping, but I saw his work rate, his move, his passing ability is just doing well. But Reece Nelson's time is almost up, you know. But we need to. Yeah, you are right. We have to sign a wide player. Arsenal will not sign a striker. We'll sign a wide player, a wide one.
Have you mentioned Leroy Sané at any point today?
Yeah, I forgot about Sané.
Yeah,
of course.
He's been linked with Arsenal.
Yeah, we should sign him.
I'm not sure about him, to be honest. He's on
220k a week on wages.
Yeah,
that's outrageous.
So
this is what I'm saying.
And also apparently his wife doesn't want to come back to England because apparently she had a terrible time when it was over at Man City. So she apparently likes Germany. Funny. I
think he's more of a left-sided player anyway. That's where he played for Man City, whereas at Bayern he's been playing on the right, and that's not his preferred position. So I think he's more of a left-sided player. But when you deep it, we don't need another left-sided player. We need another right-sided.
Yeah, we need
player. We've already got Martinelli and Trossard in that position, so we don't need another left winger. Yes, Sané's left-footed, but I reckon at Man City he was playing his best football on that side. Whereas on the right, yes, he tore us apart in the first leg against Bayern Munich, but
yeah,
on our off day, like, we can make anyone have their games of their career, like Eric Dyer, for instance, that we made him look like Sergio Ramos in that second leg. So I think Sané would not make sense whatsoever. I think we could do with an Eze coming in or someone like that. Yes, I know Eze's more of a central player, but he can play on the left as well. So,
and I know this. I know people might like turn their nose up at this, but I would like 100. Like, I've mentioned this too in obviously my Arsenal WhatsApp group. I mentioned this in multiple times during obviously the early part of the window. I'd take honestly, I'd take a punt on like even a Ferran Torres, because again he used to play at Man City, so he knows Arteta's style of play, or take a punt on Rafinha. Because they're obviously both of them are equally out of favour at Barcelona, and both were targets originally before both of them went to Barcelona. So obviously Ferran Torres used to play for Manchester City, was when obviously Arteta was assistant coach, so he obviously knows the player very well. And obviously Rafinha was a previous target before obviously he went to obviously Barcelona, and obviously he's now out of favour because they want to go and sign obviously Nico Williams and obviously Dani Olmo. So, you know, like,
he's got.
They both know the
Maloney as well in his position. Rafinha.
For that,
he's got Yamal playing there at the moment, don't he, as well?
Yeah. So, and obviously they want to sign obviously Nico Williams there as well. Like, so, you know, how much game time is he going to have? So, you know, like, both of them equally know the Premier League, and both are equally versatile. So, and you know, obviously Arteta likes these versatile players. So there you go.
Yeah, spot on, guys. Look, we got everyone in the chat as well. Guys, I'm gonna have to wrap this up. I need to get out of here, but thank you everyone who tuned in today. Big up to Taki, big up to Max, big up to Corey as well. big up everyone tuning into the chat as well, people.
Josh, mate, I enjoyed it a lot. Thank you for this thing. I'm off now.
All right, bro. Big up. Thank you very much. But yeah, big up everyone inside who tuned in today. Yeah, the whole Alvarez situation, he's going to Atletico Madrid, guys. You know, I know there's a little rumor about Arsenal looking at him, but it's one of those ones, guys. Even if we were looking at him, Man City really going to sell us some other players? You know, they sold us Jesus and Zinchenko. 90 million for Alvarez. Much I think he's a fantastic player. I think he's a baller, but I never saw it happen anyway. But yeah, big up my guy Dow as well. Absolute real one, my bro. Have to get you on obviously very soon when the season starts as well. I think I've got you on IG, so I'll give you a message about that soon, bro. But big up yourself, Dow. Absolute real one as well. Absolute legend. And guys, we're getting out of here.
Oh, Josh, I'll just quickly say, just real quickly, right?
Yeah,
when you were talking about midfielders, right? And obviously, I know it's obviously happened now, but when obviously Douglas Luiz was still at Aston Villa, I was looking at him obviously as an option as a midfielder, and obviously Onana now obviously was originally at Everton. Now he's gone to obviously Aston Villa as well as a midfield target, because both are Premier League proven. Obviously now Douglas is going to Juventus, and obviously Onana's going to Aston Villa, but those were targets I was looking at as realistic and reliable targets, and obviously they've gone to the clubs that they've gone to. So, you know.
Yeah, bro, I was in the same as you, really. I was looking at, Louise as well, thinking that would have been a very well-established sort of, player coming in. He knows the Premier League and had an excellent season at Aston Villa. Scores goals as well. He scored quite a few goals playing with Villa that season. One of the most key players now. Obviously, he's at Juventus, but. I was looking at players like that. That's why, again, like when the whole Bruno Gamara situation came about, I was like, wow, if we can get this guy, knows the league, we was thinking of him before and when we saw him at Lyon. But yeah, it's like the midfielders that we're looking at, Onana's another one, as you said, they're going, they're moving to other clubs now. So obviously we know we're getting Moreno. That seems to be the main guy. But I agree. I mean, I would have definitely, taking a Douglas Luiz for sure there. But yeah, big up my guy Dow, big up my guy Drew as well. You too, my guy. Big up yourself, bro. And big up Tawana as well. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, Douglas Luiz was a package of his girlfriend, weren't he? His girlfriend went there as well to Juventus. Crazy. They were.
But so Josh, are you gonna plan on live streaming the games, or are you going to go to the games, or what's your plans in terms of like when the Arsenal games come back?
Yeah, so I'm going to obviously try my best. I've got a few lined up. I'm going Villa away, second game of the season. I'm going Liverpool in October as well, at the Emirates. So there's something I'm definitely going to. But then other than that, I'd be watch-ons, bro. So every single game.
If you ever need me, just come and contact me, and I'll happy to jump on with you if you want. Like, I'm happy. I'm available. Yeah. So just send me a message.
Have I got you on? Have you got Instagram, bro? I'll give you.
Yeah.
I think I've got you on Instagram already. So yeah, I'll definitely send you a message, man. Bro, you're welcome any single time, any single stream you want to come on. 100% welcome, man.
But yeah, thanks for the stream, by the way, Josh. I appreciate it, though.
Anytime, bro. Big up, Max, bro. But yeah, guys, look. We're getting out of here. Hope everyone has a good rest of their day. And we'll be back tomorrow, of course, with the same. Oh, sorry. There'll be a preview out today as well for the late. It's just a quick pre-season preview. We did play Leverkusen, guys, on Wednesday night. Xabi Alonso. Granit Xhaka returns as well. That'll be interesting to the Emirates for that game. But yeah, that'll be out later tonight, guys. And we're back tomorrow with some more transfer news. Big up, everyone. And we are out of here, guys. Come on, you Gunners.